everyone, it's Rachel with Rachel Super Cute Creations. We are going to make a journal live tonight. And so this is sort of impromptu. I've been talking to quite a few ladies. Hi, Carrie. And we've kind of talked about making a December daily. I've never done that. So we're going to make one tonight while I'm waiting for people to come in. I don't know about all of you, but I have just continued to collect stuff. Hi, Erica. Thank you, ladies, for showing up. So if you have not gone over to Calico Collage's freebies, these are her freebie Christmas tags, and I thought they'd be perfect for our display. There's no cost. You just have to print them out. So if you haven't gone over to Calico Collage, go out and check out Norella's new printable, and it's a free printable. So while we're just waiting for a few more people to come in, you guys, I'm embarrassed to even show you my Christmas box. Okay, so I have multiple boxes. This is embarrassing. So we're going to do a little sorting so that we know what we're going to be using in there. First of all, this is some paper that I got at an estate sale, and I have it in, it's hard to tell on camera tonight, but I have cream and white, and it has rough edges on it, and so I thought this would be really great to make some little notes. Carrie, you don't have a printer? I'll have to send you some of those so that you can use them. And so I have a bunch of stuff from last year. So if you guys have your Christmas stuff, here's another printable from Calico Collage. This is one that you need to purchase. And so we're just going to kind of dig into all of my junk. So here are some stickers that came from the Dollar Tree. And I love them. I'm going to take one out so you can see it. And I did get these ones this year. They're like embossed. Oh, they're kind of shiny, sorry. So they're embossed, and I just thought, what a great little sticker pack to use for our December dailies. So I'm supposed to be using up all the stuff I have, but I saw these today and had to pick them up. Hi, Naomi. Thanks for coming in. I know almost everybody's here. Thanks so much for just joining me tonight. So here's some more of the stickers that the Dollar Tree has right now. So I have these packs. So I'm just going to kind of put, these are old stickers from the Dollar Tree. I think they have things like this again this year, but okay. And then I have these. These are some doilies. And then I have been saving Christmas cards for a while now. So you guys, here are all my Christmas cards. So we have this whole pile here. Plus, I think I have some more in here. Oh, yep, here's another one. So we are definitely going to be using these. Those of you who are just popping in, please say hello so I know that you're here. Here's some napkins that came in some Happy Mail, and they have snowflakes on them. So I kind of thought I would put those in a pile. I don't know about you guys, but I'm just really trying to get organized. Okay, so here's a packet of stickers. Ooh, a packet of stickers from last year. They're these little Christmas trees. These came from the dollar spot at Target. They were actually, I think I got them for 10 cents because I got them after Christmas. So I'm going to take all of my stickers and I'm going to put them at the bottom of this box. And then let's kind of go through some cards. We'll take our doilies and put our doilies at the bottom and our napkins. But I want to go through some cards that we might want to use. I love this little red truck. And so I want to use this truck this year. So I'm probably not going to use this one just because of the orientation of the card. But let's just kind of, that kind of goes. And I'm not sure how I'm going to use them. I'm actually thinking I might cut these and make these like journal cards. I'm not sure. So, hi, Debbie. Thanks for joining us tonight. Appreciate everybody coming in. Yeah, Erica, trucks are really popular right now. I have this little deer, this little teddy bear. And if you have a Dollar Tree by you, definitely the truck theme is big this year. I love this image of this Santa, so I may cut him out. I'm going to put him in the pile. This red cardinal, I have a little story while we're sorting through these. My husband's grandmother loved red cardinals, and she was huge, just loved them. And to make a long story short, oh, I love this image. I think we might have to cut this one out. When she passed away, and now we see red cardinals all over. So we have a red cardinal on our Christmas tree. This is definitely going to have to go on my cookie baking page. So red cardinals just hold a place in my heart because she loved them so much, and every time I see them, I think of her. So we definitely are going to have to add that. Okay, so, oh, this one's kind of cute. Let's add that to our pile. All right. I don't really like anybody like cats. I'm not a big cat fan. I'll send these to somebody if they like those. All right, so here's a bunch of envelopes. Okay, then this pile right here, this I got for a quarter this summer at a rummage sale. So kind of like that image. I love this image with the little skaters. Ooh. So that would be a great piece to add. You want a kitty, Naomi? And the pug? Okay, I'll definitely swap some because I have so many cards. Ladies, I didn't even get out all my cards today. This little guy's cute too. It's a little money holder. I just got out a few. This poinsettia. Ooh, I definitely need to get these. They were at a garage sale, and I haven't taken them apart. That's pretty. Oh, look, another cardinal. Okay. So I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. We were very, very, very busy. I cooked for over 30 people. And of course, for those of you who know me, I also work as a full-time principal. So I worked up until the time I had food. And so it was a little crazy. But had a great time. Family was here. Oh, this one's kind of neat too. So I certainly won't use all of these cards, but I just want to give us some to get started with tonight. For those of you that don't, you can definitely go to your dollar store and buy cards. Do not spend a lot of money on cards. But the other thing you can do is look at your thrift stores, especially when it's not Christmas time. So like right after Christmas, they'll get a ton of them. This one, you guys, you can't see. I don't know if you can kind of see how that's embossed. I love that one. And so I buy these all year round, even when I just buy them in packs. Okay. I love all these envelopes. I don't know. Like I said, we're not going to use them all, but at least give us a pile to start with. So anyway, look at your thrift stores, look at bags. Right now there's bags and bags of them. I stopped at a thrift store today, and I didn't buy any because I have way too many. So look at this one. This one's so pretty. All the glitter on it, dashing through the snow. So for those of you that haven't made a Christmas card journal, you can actually take this, put paper inside of it, and you have a Christmas card journal. So if you haven't done that, check that out because that's fun too. Let's see. What do we have going on here? So who else is with us? I see Erica's here, Naomi's here, Carrie's here. I appreciate all the support that you ladies are giving me and my YouTube channel, but I'd love to know who else is with us tonight because there's a few more of us in here. Too many choices, Erica. I know. Isn't this frustrating? It's like, oh my gosh. And like I said, I have more. This one's kind of neat. I didn't get them all out. I just started with some of them. I need to do a better job. I don't know. Anybody else have problems? My stuff is all over. I've been trying to do better about just keeping everything in one spot. I actually went and bought these little shoe boxes at Michael's in their Black Friday sale because they were 60% off. And I bought them specifically so I can put all of my Christmas stuff in these Christmas boxes. All right, I'm just going to keep, I told you this is never ending. Look at, you guys, I love cute owls. I might have to cut that out. That might have to be the cover of my Christmas journal this year. Any type of cute little whimsical owls, I just love them. Oh, and I love that candy cane. Okay, so look, my pile is still huge. So we're definitely going to use those. Okay, Debbie, so you're using an altered book for your December daily. That's cool. All right, so I'm going to set, that box aside. And I know, you know what, Erica, I don't like real owls. I'm not a like nature owl person. I just like the whimsical owls. I know it's a little crazy. I know you ladies like the real ones. The real ones kind of scare me. I like the whimsical ones. Okay, so we're going to take these and set these to the side. I have these tickets. These tickets are really, really old. I got them, I don't know. Oh, I do remember where I got them. There was a department store that was closing in our town, and they had this roll of tickets just sitting there. And the lady looked at me like I was nuts when I asked her if I could buy them. They were getting ready to throw them away. So I think I got them for like a quarter. I have a pretty big roll of them, but they've been rolled up for so many years. So we're going to use some of these red tickets. Okay, so then I have, any of you ladies been saving wrapping paper? So I have some wrapping paper. I do not have any vintage wrapping paper. I'm so bummed about that. It's definitely something I need to look at, but I do have modern wrapping paper, and this is the wrapping paper that I'm using for my daughter's gifts this year. With the little, we have two little schnauzers in case those of you who don't know that. So this is definitely going to be in my December daily. Okay, you prefer the whimsical ones too? This was last year's paper. So we will keep some of that paper because I think we're going to want to use that. Oops. All right. My pile is getting bigger. If you remember some of my tutorials from last year, I have some of my pockets and things left over. So this box, here's a little cupcake wrapper. This box is all of my junk from last year. So these are some old cards that we definitely can use. And those are really cute. I have some paper. So we're going to sort through this box real quickly, and then I promise you we will get into, look at these. So these came in Happy Mail for me. They're little Jingle Bell paper clips. So these are definitely going to go in my December dailies this year. All right, so let's see what's in here. I have some scrapbook paper. Put that in the scrapbook paper pile. I have a bunch of charms, a bunch of Christmas charms that I picked up this summer for 10 cents. All of these for 10 cents. These are really cool. If you go to your Dollar Tree, right now they have the Go Fish game and they have the matching game. And look at these images. I just thought they were so cute. So if you have a Dollar Tree near you, I'll show you what the boxes look like. Here's the matching game box. They look like this. And they have just all of these really cool cards. So I definitely want to use some of these in our December daily, my December daily. This is another printable from Calico Collage, and it's words, and then I took it and shrunk it down. So we'll definitely be using some of those words. Oh my goodness. These are some tags that I had last year. They're little coffee cup tags. They say the 25th. And so we'll be using some of those. If you remember or have not seen them in my video, here's some of the journaling cards that I made from Calico Collage. So we'll definitely be using some of those. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, a little angel. This is all just stuff that came in Happy Mail that I stuffed in here last year. Here's some little embellishments, some of my little envelopes. So we definitely have some stuff to get started with. And here's a Tim Holtz ephemera pack. It's called Christmas Noel. And plus there's some other things in there. So we have quite a bit of stuff to get started. All right. Let me just put some of this stuff away so we can dig. And then I bought these today because I don't know. I had this thought of putting these little pom-poms on these paper clips so that we could use them in our December daily. I don't know. What do you think? Are those going to be cute or what? I just thought those would be cute. So that was my plan for these. Actually, maybe that'll be the first thing we work on are some paper clips. Okay. So I see there's 11 of us. Please say hello so I know who's in here tonight. So we're going to start with some paper clips. I'm going to try my Fabri-Tac glue. You could use hot glue. And I'm just going to make some cute little paper clips out of these dollar store pom-poms. I got 80 of them for $1. And I just thought those would be really cute on pages. So I'm going to take and put some of this Fabri-Tac on the end of my and I'm just going to kind of pinch it. And we're going to hope that that sticks. Ooh, they shed. All right, so there's one. Let's do a green one. How did I get the pom-pom to stay? Okay, all I did is just put the Fabri-Tac on here. Just like this. I don't know if you guys can see. And then I'm just stuffing it in there and then pinching it. I don't know if you can see, I'm pinching it in between here until it sticks. What do you think? Those cute? Shall we make a couple smaller ones? I'll grab a couple small ones. Let's see what these look like. You liking the pom-poms, ladies? Erica likes them. Who else is in here tonight? It says there's quite a few of us in here, and I've only heard from a few of you. So please say hello go over and say hello. We're going to do a December daily journal. Right now I'm just making some little paper clips to go on the top of our pages. Look, guys, are those cute or what? I love those. I wonder if we could actually, I'm going to try it. Let's see if we can stack them. I don't know if they'll stay, but I have a lot of them, so we're going to give it a try. How cute. All right, so we're going to kind of set those to the side, but those are definitely going to be going in my journal. So let's talk about what the base of my journal is going to be. Now, you can, I know Carrie and I were talking earlier today, and she is thinking about using a composition book, and she wants to maybe alter that. We were talking about, what do we do? Because there's a lot of pages and she doesn't need that many pages. And I just said, hey, I would glue them together so that you have nice, firm pages. So I'm not sure if that's her plan. Carrie, is that what you're going to do? And there's just different ways you can do it. So I did go to the Dollar Tree today and I just looked to see if I could find something. I couldn't. You could do something with Christmas cards. Like I said, we talked about those Christmas cards. You could do something like this for your December daily, excuse me. So you could do Christmas cards from last year or something like that. So that's another idea. But I decided to take, and I'm not done, I decided to take a manila envelope and use it as my December daily. And so, oh, thanks, Erica. This little journal I got from Shirley last year. We did a Christmas card swap. Her and I decided to do a Christmas card journal swap. And this is the one that she made. And of course, I made one and sent it to her. So those are really cute. So this is just a manila envelope that I covered with scrapbook paper. And it has a pocket in the front. And I used two 12 by 12 sheets of paper. And I used this paper. This is old. I have no idea. I've had it for a really long time. So I would say it's probably, I don't know, 7 or 8 years old. And I still have it. It's Recollections and Bright and Jolly paper. It is copy paper, weight paper. So I use 2 sheets. I need to do something on the spine. I haven't decided what I'm going to do. I'm kind of thinking fabric, but I haven't decided. So that's why I haven't put anything on the spine yet. And then this piece on the inside is from Calico Collage. It's one of the digitals. And it came from the Vintage Christmas page kit. And I just printed it because I wanted something pretty drastic, but I wanted snowflakes. Carrie, yeah, I was just, that was my idea today. I'm like, this will be easy. So that's why I decided to do it. So then I just went ahead and just wrapped my front with, oops, I need a little bit of glue there, and then added this. I did print her page design on cardstock because I wanted my journal to be a little bit more sturdy. And so I didn't center it. I wanted this piece to be covered completely. So I kind of like this over here. I might add some trim or something like that, but I purposely did that. So this is going to be my journal. This is going to be my December daily. Okay. Now, the piece that I'm struggling with, and I'm hoping you ladies can help me, is December daily is supposed to be 25 pages, right? So I want to do with my 25 pages, I want them to be like, I want my 25 pages. So I want this to be like 1. And so then if I have another one, it would be 2 because I want a picture and I want a place to write. Now, you don't have to do that. Naomi, you said 31 days, and I agree. That's what I wanted to ask you, ladies. I see a lot of people just going up to Christmas, but there is 31 days in December. So what are you thinking? Are you ladies thinking we should do 31 days or should we do the 25? That's why I'm here tonight, hoping you ladies will help me. What do you think? Right. All the ones I've seen on YouTube, Naomi, are just to the Christmas day. So, okay, so we're going to do 31, and we'll go right up to New Year's Eve. All right. So I do have to do something here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. So we're just going to kind of leave that and set that to the side. So the next thing we need to do is we need to decide what are our pages going to be. Oh, and I wanted to check this. I think yeah. So, let's go ahead. This is just coffee dyed paper. So I'm just folding some of my coffee dyed paper. And I also want a page in the front to kind of just talk about, maybe some things that have happened this year or why I decided to do a December daily, something like that. So that's a good idea, Naomi. The other thing I thought of is whatever pages I don't journal on, I could put photographs in there. I'm just really bad. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really bad about printing photos. I have them all on my cell phone. And that's great, except for, I'm the only one that can see them. And so my goal is to try to print some pages as well this year. Hi, Wanda. Thanks for joining us tonight. We're just in here making December dailies. So the next thing I'm doing, guys, is I'm just folding paper. I have coffee dye paper, tea stain paper, I have graph paper. I'm just kind of folding some things up. I am going to put some scrapbook paper in here too. So if I had some double-sided Christmas paper, I would probably cut some of that to 8.5 by 11 as well. All right, so ladies, how many pages do I need? How many pages do I need for this journal? Anybody figure it out yet? You like that giant grid paper? Thanks. Okay, so how many pages do we need, girls? Let's figure it out here. Let's see. I need 62 pages. So how many single sheets is that? It's like 13, Erica, is that right? If I'm doing my math right. One day you're going to come back and watch it when it's over. We're just getting started. The first part of the video was just me kind of organizing supplies. So you haven't missed too much yet. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. You flunked math in high school, Carrie. Well, I always said I'm an English teacher, so. All right, so let me see here. Let's see. So we would have day 1, day 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, okay, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. I need one more piece. One more piece. All right. So let me grab another piece. 15 in there. Give me just 1 minute, ladies. So I really need to do some more coffee dyeing. I haven't coffee dyed in a while, and so I'm running short on my coffee dyed paper. Let's see here. Oh, you know what? I think I might add a couple of envelopes, and then that will fix it. If I add a couple of envelopes, big envelopes in there, and I think I should have enough pages. Because those envelopes can be used to put things in as well. All right. Because then I can count those. All right. So I now have my signatures, and they're just plain signatures because we're going to dress them up. But that's going to be a nice size journal. The spine of this journal is 1 inch. So we are going to go ahead and I am going to get out my binding materials, and we're going to get started on putting this journal together. I wanted to share this with you guys as well. This is my little, like, it took me about 15 minutes to put together. This is just copy paper, but in here is all of my little Christmas gifts for who I've purchased for. I haven't written in this part yet. But here's my list, who I bought, what I bought for them, so I can remember, because I shop pretty much all year long, and then I start wrapping and I forget what I have put in there. I don't know. You ladies probably don't do that, but I do. And so I just have my list of all my staff members, what I need to do, what I need to purchase. And so I need to update this, but this is just was just real simple. I just used a piece of cardstock, and then this is just copy paper, and I just did the ends. Um, Carrie, I'm not sure what's going on. There's a message that's held for review. You want a tutorial of this, Erica? This Christmas list one? Okay, I can do that because that was real simple. All right, so we're going to show you, Carrie, you're going to learn today how to do a spine with a manila envelope. All right, so the next thing you have to do, you guys, and I'm sure I did kind of do things my own way. I learned over time. So I do not like my my first hole way up here. So I always cut my paper. This paper is 8.5 wide. So this is what I'm going to use. And I'm going to go and get, we're going to just make our spine today. So it's a 1-inch spine. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut a strip of paper at 1 inch. Okay, which it should fit right inside here. All right. And this is how we're going to bind our book. So the next thing you want to do is you want to fold this paper in half, and that will be the center of your spine. And of course, I can't get it to fold today. Okay. And then what you do, I'm going to ink this so you guys can see it. I know it's hard to see in a video. Hopefully this will make it easier. Can you see that now? You see where that crease is? Okay. So then you're going to take and you're going to fold your edge to the center. And when you're working with a little piece like this, it's challenging. Okay. And I'll ink that too so you can see that line. Since we're on camera. So what's everybody up to tonight? Anybody else like to watch Hallmark Christmas movies like I do? Okay, can you see that line now, guys? Okay. Erica's watching me. Well, good, good. I'm glad. I've kind of been away from YouTube. Had a lot going on lately in my personal life, but I'm glad to get back to my YouTube friends. I love teaching, and you guys have been great. All right, so I'm folding the other side in, and I'll ink this one too so you can see it. All right. Okay, so I am going to take my purple marker so you can see this. So this line right here, the center line, this center line is to do your signatures. So that's this line right here. So that is what we're going to use to bind our signatures. These lines out here are where we're going to put our holes to put our 2 signatures in. So the next thing you do is you're going to fold this paper in half. And where that meets, you're going to put a dot. Okay. Then people do this different ways. You could go to the center like that. I don't like that. I like about 1 inch down. So I just fold it down where I think it's going to be. And then I go up here and see I'm matching it up. And then I fold it so that I have the exact same spot. Okay, and I mark my 3 holes. Now that I've done that, I'm lining this up in my spine. See that? And I'm going to mark where my holes are going to be. Now, you don't have to do this, but I go in just a smidge towards that center line. That's just my preference. Most people don't do that. I just do that because I like my signatures to be a little closer. So I'm just poking my holes right now. And then I'm going to mark them. So I'm laying this down in here, taking my pen, making sure I'm nice, making sure I'm nice and even. And I'm going to mark my holes so that I can all right, so now I know it's hard to see, but my holes, you can see them. There's my little marks. So now I'm just going to use my awl and I'm going to poke through. Right. Okay, so I know you can't see this, but we can see it on this side. But we have a problem because I just remembered that I didn't finish my spine. So what are your ideas, guys? What should I do for the spine? While you're thinking about it, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how to. So for this, I'm going to use the center hole. And I'm lining them up nice and even. Now you can put a clip on here. I don't do that. I probably should. So that everything's nice and even. I typically don't have any problems. But if you're new to this or you are worried about your hand being steady, put some clips on here. So see, I've just made my 3 holes for my first signature. Did you make the 2 outside holes on your spine? Erica, are you talking at the top and the bottom? Not sure what you're asking. Erica, if you could rephrase that question, I want to answer that, but I'm not sure what you're asking. Sorry. You didn't poke the middle. Yeah, I did. The middle hole's right here. And I poked the middle hole on here too. I always start with the middle. That's the first hole I poke, and then I poke the top and the bottom. Okay. So what should we use here on the spine? We need something on here. I think maybe we'll use paper. Let's look through here. Did I answer your question, Erica? I hope I did. kind of thinking I want some dark green. Let's see if I do have anything, any dark green paper. Let's see here. This is some heavier. It has animals on it, but what do you think? What do you think, ladies? Do you think that would be okay for the spine? All right, we're going to pull this one, but I'm still going to look because I have more paper. Let's see here. These are more pastel-y. Look, I love this. Those cute, those little cups. I see there's 12 of us in here. If you would please let me know that you're here. This kind of matches that. We'll do this. Please give me your name. Let me know who's out here today. I'd love to shout out your actual name. Hard to tell what the color is. It looks gray. Yeah, it's not gray, but it's definitely we'll start with this and then maybe we'll add some fabric. So I'm cutting a 3-inch spine. And I'm doing that because I want it to fold over a little bit. And then what I'm doing right now is I know that I have an inch. So I'm just lining it up with my inch mark so that I can score this. And that way I know that we'll have a good fold. And I think I might string some buttons or some jingle bells on the spine. So, yeah. What do you think? Think that'll look okay? I think that'll be good. I know it looks gray. It's really not gray. I don't know if I can. Let me see if I can put it on the white. It still looks gray. It's not gray, though, I promise. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to glue this down. Get some of this junk off my desk. I don't know about you guys, but I managed to just get so much junk on my desk. Huh. Something. Okay. I have to start over, ladies. I apologize. Because clearly I did not know how to measure. So 3 inches. Try this again. All right. Let's take this down here. I'm lined up on the 1 inch mark here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to. Oh, I see what my problem is. There we go. So I'm scoring at 1 inch. And then I'm lining my score up at the 1 inch mark. And I apologize. My daughter is playing basketball. If you can hear her room is on the other side of my room. And we're back to basketball season. So our house is a bit noisy. Okay, there we go. There we go. That should work. All right, let's try that. Okay, that looks good. I am going to trim some of this off because I don't quite want that much hanging over. So I'm going to take off about 1/8 of an inch. Off of both sides. There. Perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue this. Oh, you can't hear Erica? Good. Because she's actually bouncing a basketball behind my head on the other side. So, and my husband is watching the hockey game on the other side. I'm kind of in the middle of both of them and their noise. All right, so I am putting a generous amount of Fabri-Tac on here because I want to make sure that this is glued down well. And I'm lining it up at the top. Okay. And I'm burnishing it well in the center. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this back, and I'm going to make sure that I get glue to the edge. But you have to be very careful because if you put too much glue, it's going to squeeze out. I know we've all done that and got glue on our projects. So I'm going to show you a little trick. So I just take a piece of scrap paper and I kind of go right down it so that we don't get glue everywhere. And then I want to burnish it down well with my bone folder. Now, here's where people sometimes make a mistake. If you're going to add a spine like this, you have to make sure, unless otherwise you'll end up with a really stiff spine. You want to make sure that you work both the piece you're putting on and the piece underneath it. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to fold this piece back. We're going to glue it down. I will trim that bottom piece in a minute, but I always like to make sure that I have enough. And like I said, make sure you're getting right to that edge, but that you're not leaving a ton of extra glue because it will squeeze out and end up on your cover. All right, there we go. All right, so I'm burnishing it. Taking my scissors, trimming that off. Now I'm going to make sure that I fold it. There we go. Okay. Now I want to ink the edges of this. So I'm going to just, sorry, I was out of frame. Just inking the edges. Okay. So because I added this on after, I do have to go through and re-poke these holes. All right, there we go. So there's my holes. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and sew our signatures in now. Just give me a second here to give myself some room. Okay, Naomi, I thought you left us. I'm glad to see you're still here. All right, ladies, I'm looking for my needle. Oh, here it is. Okay. All right. So you want, I always do 3 links. Probably don't need that much, but I like to make sure that I have plenty. And if you remember, I'm going to put buttons on this. Put buttons on the spine. So, how many of you have put buttons on before? Has everybody done that? Or is this going to be something new for some of you? So, I'm going to use red and green buttons. And this little button pack, I have tons of buttons, but I bought this at the Dollar Tree a couple weeks ago. And I'm just pulling out red and green ones. And then we'll decide which ones we want to use. Here's another red one in my other bin. Everybody's quiet. Wanda, it's new for you? Oh, good. I'm glad you'll be able to learn something new tonight. All right. I have no idea how many buttons I'm actually going to use, but I want to get enough out here that we have some to play with. So it's been a while since I've done the buttons, so you guys are going to have to bear with me. It might take me a couple of attempts. Oh, that's an interesting button. Look at that one. Here's a dark one. All right. That one's kind of cool. It has like tinsel in it. I don't know if you guys can see that. All right. I think we have enough buttons to play with. Okay. So when you do these buttons on the spine, you have to kind of decide where you want them. So I kind of lay them out, and you don't want them crowding each other. So when I'm laying this out, this one is going to be on this string. So see, these ones will be on one string, and this one will be on this string. So all right, let's find this little teeny one up here. And you just kind of place them where you think you might want them. And then we're going to string them on as we go. So let's see here. And you can do a variety of sizes. I need a bigger green one. The buttons are going everywhere. All right. Use some white ones too? Okay. Good idea. I'm listening to all of you, so tell me what you want to see. There we go. Great idea, Erica. Let's see if I can find another white one. Let's See if I can find a small white one. Oh yeah, here's some teeny ones. Whoops. The white ones are running away from me. All right, so I'm not loving, I don't know if I like that one or not. So let me start up here. What do you think? We'll use this bigger one right here. Who knew putting buttons on would take me so long, right? Okay. I think we're ready. So the next thing I do is kind of slide them off in order, somewhat in order. And I threaded my needle. And now I need to get my signature ready, my first signature. So make sure everything is lined up the way you want it. I start in the center. So I'm going through, I'm holding this. And now I'm going to start adding my buttons. Here's where you have to kind of start thinking backwards, because you're putting the button closest look, and I can't get my needle through. So sometimes this will happen if you have a small hole in your button. So then usually what I do if I'm using wax thread, I'll just go ahead and go through with the wax thread. If you're using baker's twine, you're going to need to either use a smaller needle, or sometimes you can take a piece of really thin wire and you can make it work by looping it through. All right, so there we go. So what do you think? You like the buttons, guys? All right, so now I have the first 3 buttons on. I'm going to go ahead and go back through the top hole and through my signature. So lining it up, I'm going to go back through my signature, pulling my thread. Now here's where you're going to have to do some adjusting, because you need to move your buttons down so that you have thread. So I'm just pulling it up. Have to pull it a little bit more. When you use buttons, it does take a little bit more time to kind of tinker with it. But I do think it's fun to do sometimes. So now I'm going all the way down to the bottom. Oops, and I'm in the wrong hole. Okay. Sorry, ladies. I sometimes can't talk and work at the same time. All right. So I'm moving my buttons down. I'm tightening them up. All right. So do the small one. Oh, I gotta feed the everybody's quiet tonight. Yours looks fat. Carrie's asking me if it's 31 pieces of paper. No, you don't need 31 separate pieces of paper. You have too many. Remember that one piece of paper equals 4 pages. Naomi likes the buttons. I like the buttons too, but they're giving me a little bit of grief tonight. Especially these smaller ones. I'm having a hard time getting the wax thread through. I usually do not have this much trouble with the wax thread. But since I'm on camera, anything that's going to go wrong will go wrong, right? There we go. Okay. So there's that one. And let's do this little, this one is kind of different. See if I can get this through. I apologize, guys. It's taken me so long to do these buttons. Normally when I'm here by myself, crafting away, it doesn't take me nearly this long, but because everybody's watching tonight, it's going to give me grief. All right, we're almost there. The second strand does not have as many buttons. Now, if you're doing 3 strands of, if you're doing 3 signatures, you will not be putting this many buttons on one strand. Just want to make sure you know that. Okay, phew. We got all our buttons. Okay, so now I'm going to go back through the center and we're going to tie off our first signature. And we're going to tighten everything up. All right, there we go. Okay. Now you can see it's loose right here. It's loose because we have to work with these buttons. Get all the buttons in place. and get this tight. So you do have to work with it a little bit. Play with it. Make sure the buttons are where you need them to be so you can tighten. You can always move these, but you do need to make sure this is nice and tight. Okay, so I'm nice and tight here. Now I did go on each side. I go ahead and I'm gonna make a square knot. All right, so there is our first signature. Sorry it took so long, guys. Look at that. I love those buttons. Aren't they cute? All right. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the second signature here. I'm going to take my thread. I'm going to do 3. And because I cut much off as we were working with the buttons, I'm glad that I did do 3. If you weren't doing buttons, you could probably do 2.5 lengths. Thanks, Erica. You're rethinking the whole button thing. Oh, no, do the buttons. They're really cute. They just take a little bit of finagling. All right. So I'm going to put my next signature in. I'm going through the center again, through my center hole, holding my tail. Now I've got to start doing my buttons again. So the one way to make it a little bit easier is if you use buttons that have bigger holes. If you don't use the real small ones, you won't have as much movement like I had. But that's up to you. It's all in what you like. I need another little white button. I'm not sure what I did with all my white buttons here. So just gonna get another one. Yeah, see, these bigger holes are easy. It's these little teeny tiny buttons that cause the havoc. Look at how cute that is. All right, so now I'm going to go back through that top hole. Oops, I lost my little envelope. I'm going to have to pick him back up. Sorry, guys, I don't mean to be out of frame, but it's kind of dark in my office. I'm having a hard time seeing tonight. Old age. Old age. Well, I have to unthread this so that I can this back through my envelope. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now, remember, we're going to go all the way to the bottom again. So I'm going all the way to this bottom hole. Come back up. Straighten my buttons here. There we go. Okay. And now I'm going to put my last buttons on. So put a bigger green one down here. We'll cover up this hole. And then we need a red one. So does anybody else have their Christmas tree up? We did get our Christmas tree up yesterday, which is exciting. I'm glad to have that up because our next few weeks are really busy. No, Erica, you can do it however you want. Everybody kind of has their own style. I just kind of do, I just do it my own way. Do it however works best for you. Depending on the journal is how I do it. So don't worry about doing it wrong. As long as it's nice and tight, that's all that matters. All right. I'm going to put one more small red one on there, and then we're going to finish the journal up. I know it took us quite a while to do this spine, but I think it's worth it. I think it turned out nice. And I want to add some jingle bells. So we're also going to add some jingle bells in here. Oh, I could have done that in this part. I didn't even think about that. Well, that's all right. We're going to do some dangling jingle bells. All right. There we go. Okay. And we're going back through the middle. Erica, if you watch Nick the Booksmith, she does kind of she does hers different each time. Especially if she does the tie on the outside. So you know, whatever works for you is fine. Now, I just want to give you guys a hint. You always want to kind of look at your signatures and make sure they're lined up here before you do that final tie. So now it's a little loose. So I need to go back down here and I need to pull these tight. And then you can always adjust these buttons later. But you need to make sure you're nice and tight down here. And that your two signatures are lining up here. So it's still a little loose, a little more loose than I'd like. So I'm gonna tighten up here. There we go. All right, and then I'm going to tie another square knot. And we have our journal together. There is the spine. So now I'm just kind of adjusting my buttons. What do you think? Do you guys like those buttons? What do you think? You like them? Tracy Fox just did buttons. I'm sorry, just did prompts. That's good to know. You could wind up put a touch of glue underneath each one of those if you wanted to. That's a great idea. What I wanted to do, and then I got talking and forgot, is I have these little jingle bells that are from the Dollar Tree that I wanted to add. And I could have added them in here. Those would have been cute. Hi, Loretta. Thank you so much for coming. I didn't know you were here tonight. So, what I'm wondering is, do I want to tie them in here, ladies, and leave those on the spine, or I could even glue them, or should we do something where it hangs down? Let me see. I think I have some red. I have some red twine. Oops, sorry. Need to make so much noise. One of the drawers has too many things in it, and it was jammed shut. Okay, what do you think about maybe some red twine hanging off of here like this with some little jingle bells? All right, Wanda wants a dangle. All right, so let's see what we can do. Let's just try. All right. Well, and then of course I cannot see. Ladies, what's the trick with baker's twine? Because baker's twine drives me insane. Because it splits. All right, so there's my first little jingle bell. Oh, isn't that cute? I'm definitely going to cut this longer than I want it to be, but because make sure I have enough. All right. So these little jingle bells I got at the Dollar Tree. You get quite a few of them in a pack. You could get them at Michael's or your local craft store. A dab of glue on the end of the baker's twine, Loretta? Okay, I might try that because I have a hard time stringing these. Now, should I tie a knot and have them like this, guys, or should I put them like 3 at the bottom? Like, oops, like this, like a double jingle bell. Let's see. We'll string a third one on there and see what it looks like, and then we'll... The other problem with this is it's been wrapped up on a card. Sorry, guys, I'm licking the end of this. I know that's probably, it's not the right way to do it, but it's what my grandma taught me to do. Okay. What do you think? Should I leave them in 3s or should I separate them up the string? I'm going to let you ladies decide. Do we want them long like this or do we want them in clusters? Clear nail polish, good idea. All right, I'm waiting. Do you guys want them in a cluster like this? And then maybe do another cluster so they hang down like that? Or do you want them straight up here? Come on, Erica or Loretta or somebody, tell me what we want to do. Maybe we'll do 3, and then on the next one we'll do 2. You want them long? Loretta wants them long like this. Let me lay them this way. Loretta, you want them like this? Or do you want them in a cluster like this? And then do another set of 2 on the other end. Naomi votes for the cluster. Love my not cluster, Loretta. All right, Loretta, let's see here. You like the cluster and 2 on the other end. Erica likes it long. Cluster. I have 2 votes for cluster. I think the dangle looks like too much. Long with space. So I have 3 for the long with space and 2 for the cluster. All right, Will. And Naomi says cluster. Oh my goodness. Who's going to be my tiebreaker, guys? Who's going to be the tiebreaker? I need one more person. There's 10 of us in here right now. All right. We're going to do the other end now. A lot of fiddling with these tonight. Sorry, guys. I hope this isn't too boring for you. I'll tell you what, I'm going to knot this in the end, and then I can always go back and separate them out. But I want to get moving on the next piece. So all right, and then what I'm doing is I'm knotting it, and then I'm putting a little bit of glue on here just because I don't want those knots to come out. All right, so all right, so here we go. Here is our I'm thinking now that I have these together, we probably are going to want to separate them out. I don't know. Maybe we do want it at the bottom. I was kind of thinking we'll let them hang somehow. But anyway, I'm going to just poke a hole at the top right now with my crocodile. And we're going to move on to our next piece of business. Now, this is something I should have done when I was thinking about it earlier, that I wanted to do this, but I'm just going to kind of bend pages a little bit and try to get in the middle as best as I can. All right, so I made my hole. I'm going to put a hole reinforcer on it. And for right now, I'm just going to loop these through. We're going to make a decision later how, ooh, see, that's the only thing I was afraid of that we were going to end up with them tangling. Yeah, that may be the problem. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to loop this through. It's definitely too long. Okay. Well, we'll deal with those bells at another time. All right, so now we need to think about what do we want to do for numbers. Now, you definitely could go online and you could have, I see we have 16 people in here. Thank you so much. Deborah, you like the sound of bells? I do too. I think they're fun. So now that our little, look at how cute those are, you guys. Oh my goodness, I love these. Cute or what? I don't know if I like the double one. I think I might take this off and just do the single. I don't know if I like that double one, but we'll leave it for right now. Okay, I'm going to keep these red and green buttons because we might want them for something else. All right, so now it is time to start. We're at an hour and a half, and I did a lot of talking. I apologize. But it's time to start embellishing. Now, I was talking about numbers. I saw a lot of people had numbers. Now, I have this little page, which came in this scrapbook pad from last year. It's Say Freeze by Craftsmith, and I think I got it at Hobby Lobby. I'm pretty sure I got it at Hobby Lobby. So I thought about cutting these out and using these in my spread, but I'm not sure. So let's cut a couple of them out and just see what we want to do. Now, here's the thing though. These only go to 25. I don't have them to go to 31. So I want to leave my first page just as something, I'm not sure what I'm going to put on there yet. And then now we want to start clustering what our book is going to look like. I think I want this somehow on the front without the Merry Christmas part. Let's see what happens if I kind of fussy cut around this. My heart is pounding, you guys, because I love this card and I just went ahead and did it. I didn't think too long. About it. I just what do you think? I may need to cut some of this off. Make it a little narrower. I know, I kind of want the owl too. I don't know. We'll just start cutting some things and see what we come up with, Erica. I really like this red truck though. Wouldn't that be pretty on there? What do you think? I don't know. We're definitely going to be using this piece. All right, so let's look at these cards and let's figure out what day number 1 is going to be. So I think I'm going to do a Christmas tree because I think I'll journal about my tree. Even though my tree's already up, I think something about my tree would be a nice December daily. Looking to see if I have anything else that has trees on it. I don't. What do you think? Erica, you like the truck? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut this. And it needs some sort of matting or something in the back. So I am going to, now the thing about December dailies, guys, is that you can do this part on your December day or your actual day. So you don't have to do all of this ahead of time. Just want you to know that. What do you think? Do you like that? Do you like it on the plaid? Or should we go? That's too much. What about on the trees? Do you like it with the trees or you like it with the plaid? That's what I was thinking, Erica. I could put a picture of my tree right over here and then I could write about my tree. Or I could make this a pocket. What about the red plaid? Kind of like that. What do you think? Shall we do the buffalo plaid? All right, we're going to do the buffalo plaid in here. Oh my goodness, you guys. I have such a mess on my table. I have no room to even. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make a mat. And I should just get my ruler out, but we'll just keep trimming. So, how many of you are thinking about doing a December daily? Oh, I love that. And I'm going to glue down the plaid, and then I'm going to make this a pocket. So I think to glue this down, I really don't need all this wet glue. So I'm going to grab my glue stick. And I like to use the all-purpose glue stick. So what I'm using. Anybody else have their tea out? Oh. One day I'll give you guys a tour of my junk journal studio. So I actually use my office as a junk journal studio. And then I actually have a whole basement for a craft area. Some of you may have remembered that our basement flooded. We had a horrible, horrible flood here in where I live about a year and a half ago. And so my studio was ruined. But I always say, you know, there's a reason for everything. So it's all pretty much put back together now. I haven't put my stuff in there, but it's there for the better. It's actually nicer than it was before, which is exciting. So one day I'll give you a tour of just my junk. Oh, what I was starting to say was, which means I now have a junk journal space only, and then I have all my other craft stuff in the other space. So I'm kind of spoiled. I have two spaces now. All right. So there is my pocket. Now I have to find my little number 1. Where did I put it on my messy desk, ladies? Darn it, I had it here a minute ago. Couldn't have gone far. Oh, here it is. Okay. So now I can take and put my little number 1 up here. And I actually might take one of these tickets. Might do a little collage for my number 1. What do you think? You're gonna do yours day by day. Carrie, that's a great idea. Yeah, I probably will too. I just wanted to give people some ideas. In fact, what I will probably do is put together a little box that has all my stuff in it. So maybe what I'll do is get that all together and then do a quick little video to show you guys my little embellishment box to give people ideas. So I need something else to go with this little cluster. Let me see what I have in my bin here. What do you think, guys? Do you like that embellishment? Maybe I just did a little too much. All right, so go ahead and add this. There we go. So I have my first little embellishment done for day one of my December daily. Now, what I think I might do is I might grab one of Norella's birds and I might, let's see if there's something about, oh, look at, oh, Christmas tree. Perfect. I'm going to cut that out. And I'm going to add that. So excited. All right, so we're going to ink this up a little. Should I put it right here, you guys, and then do the old Christmas tree up top, or should I put this over here? Kind of like it over here. What do you think? This side or this side? I don't know. Day one. I think I am going to add it over here. That way I have more room for photos. There we go. I also left that kind of as a tuck because I do have some printables. Let's see if I have anything with Christmas trees on it. I think I have any Christmas trees. No. But I may have, let's look at our Tim Holtz because Tim Holtz has a lot of cool stuff. There might be something I can put under my old Christmas tree. There's got to be something with a tree, right? You guys, this is getting more fun by the minute. I have so many ideas. I can't wait until December 1st gets here. So what else do you want to see? What do you want to know or what do you need for your December daily? Do you like this December daily? Hi, Cindy. Thanks for joining us. I know it's been almost 2 hours, but I just wanted to, play around. We had some conversations about this today, and I told my friends, hey, I'll go on later this afternoon and do something. And I was hoping that it was helpful. So I'm hoping it's helpful to you guys. I'm hoping that this is something that you like. Wanda said left side. Yep, I agree. So I'm just kind of layering, playing around with things. Definitely gonna put a picture of my tree um, in there. I'll show you guys. This tree is not completely finished yet. This was before we got our angel and everything up on it yesterday, but I'll show you a picture. So that's my tree this year. So there'll definitely be a picture of it right here somewhere. And then I can write about it. And then I need to tuck something in here. So let's see what I have in my little bin. Let's see. I have this cute little snowman paper that I could put in here. We could make a tag. We could cut one of these out and stick it in there. Oh, I have this cute little Santa Claus. This is from Vintage Christmas from Calico Collage. This is going to be adorable in there. I'm going to add this. I'm going to leave the little, that is cute. All right, so I have my first one done. First page done. I hope you guys like it. I hope you like this idea of December daily. Do you guys want to see it periodically throughout December? Are you interested in seeing my December daily? Or it'd be nice if we could share them somehow and just share, you know, what we're doing. I just think it's fun. So let me know if you're interested in that, if you're interested in doing some sharing. One day you'd love to share. Okay, wonderful. Anything else you guys want to see? All right, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to work on the second page, and then I'll probably get off here. I don't want to keep you guys. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you coming and just supporting me tonight as I build these cute little journals. I also have this old winter pack, and I just think, you know, it's fun. Another place that you can just explore, just use your paper, have fun. All right, so we're going to add that. Let's see. Maybe the smaller poinsettia one would be pretty on here. We can make a pocket. What do you think? I think we'll make a pocket out of this one. And actually, I'm going to leave it because it's blank on the inside, and then you can write on it. So let's go ahead and let's adhere this part. And get out your Christmas stamps. I'm going to get out my Christmas stamps tomorrow and put them all in a bin so that I have a place for them because I think that'll be fun as well. Is, you know, you can just stamp pieces, you know, put ads or One of the things I'm going to put in here is I'm going to put my ephemera from my Christmas tree farm where we went. Even though I didn't do it on December 1st, I'm still going to add it because I think it's fun. And then we're going to make this into a little pocket. I am going to trim it just a smidge because I don't want to run into trouble opening and shutting. I already know, ladies and gentlemen, that my journal is going to be fat because I already feel it getting thick. And I'm going to ink this up. I think that's so cute. We're going to go ahead and we're going to make this pocket. Definitely going to be putting some photos or something in here. And like I said, these are all cards that I got either in Happy Mail or at a yard sale for less than, I refuse to pay more than 50 cents for Christmas cards for junk journaling. And so these are all ones that look at that. Plus that sturdy on this side to write on. All right, so where are my numbers? Oh, look. And that number 2 will match beautifully now. And that number 2 is going to go over here, I think. So I'm going to clip that. Definitely going to have to find some more numbers if anybody has any idea. What do you think? Do you like that? Ooh, do you like that this flips up, guys? There's more journaling space. It also would be a place to put 2 photos. I might do that. I might put 2 photos in here. So, yeah, let's share. I think it'd be fun if we share. We continue to just kind of support each other. This is a little cupcake holder, a little mini one. I think I'm going to use as an embellishment. I'm just kind of folding it up. What do you think? So I'm hoping I'm giving you guys some ideas. I'm hoping this helps. I hope you'll think about maybe doing a December daily junk journal. Don't go out and buy a bunch of stuff. Use what you have on hand. I think that's cute. Yes, definitely use what you have on hand. How many of you have cupcake wrappers? Use wrapping paper that you have. Gift bags. If you have a bunch of gift bags, use gift bags. Use stickers. Get out those of you who were scrapbookers before, get out your old supplies. We have many of us have lots and lots of stuff sitting around. I used to, I called myself a crafter, but then I really think I was just a collector because I was always afraid to use the stuff. Use it, get it out and use it. Don't let it rot. There's day 2. So there is a couple of ideas for you. I hope you like them. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. My channel is Rachel's Super Cute Creations. I do quite a few things. Definitely do junk journal pieces, but now that it's getting closer to the holiday season, I will be doing some gift ideas, reasonable gift ideas. I am someone who likes to be on a budget, but I like to give gifts, and so I try to either make gifts or find reasonable gifts because I just like to do that. And it's the one time a year that I can do that. So I'm adding a tag from Vintage Christmas from Calico Collage to my December daily. And there we go. So this is cute. I'm excited to do this. I'm excited to take this journey with you ladies. Please share. Erica, you're a hoarder. Yeah, I'm pretty much a hoarder too. I just try not to admit it. Because my husband was always saying I'm a hoarder. And I tell him I'm not. I tell him that there's people that have more stuff than I do there. So that's sort of my excuse, although I know that that's not a good excuse. So I'm so excited. You guys, I could keep embellishing. How about one more page? It is embarrassing, Wanda. It's really embarrassing. But I don't drink and I don't smoke. And so I figure that if this is the worst that I do is collect craft supplies, well, people do a lot worse things than that. So that's my excuse. It's not a good excuse, but it's my excuse. So, all right. I promised you guys I was going to let you go, and you are welcome to leave. I totally get it, but I am excited now, and I want to do more pages. So that's right. We do need to stick together. Hoarders do need to unite. Like I said, we could be doing far worse things in life than collecting craft supplies. And you know what? We only live once. My parents worked their whole life to retire and do great things. And my mom is ill right now. And it's very heartbreaking because, like I said, they spent their whole life working because they wanted to do things when they retired, and now they're in retirement age and they can't do those things. So I'm not going to wait to retire to craft. I'm not going to wait to retire to travel. I'm going to do it now. So that's just my little tidbit of advice, because I'm living it every day with someone who is amazing and deserves so much more than what she has right now. So, all right. Thanks, Erica. It's really tough. It's tough to think that, that you work your whole life to do things. So I take the time to do it. I spend time with my family. Um, I like to craft, so I spend the rest of my time doing that. I should be probably exercising and doing some of those other things, but I enjoy this and it's relaxing to me. I have a very high stressful job. I work in an urban school district, and so um, I feel like I deserve this. I work hard and I have fun, and I enjoy all of my people that follow me and support me in my creative journey. All right. So if you have not gotten here's an enabler alert. If you have not gotten this Old World Winter from Hobby Lobby Paper Studio, oh my gosh, you guys, the paper is amazing. It's heavyweight cardstock, first of all, and I just love the vintage look of it. Oh no, having a glue problem here. So for this one, I'm not making a pocket. I'm just gluing it down. And I think I might use something from my Tim Holtz pack. Actually, might make that so it flips. Grab some of my washi tape. I definitely need to use some more of that. I don't know, I don't know, maybe I'll leave that. Maybe I'll leave it because I might have something. But my number 3 is this little present, so I think that's cute. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to clip this here so I know where I'm at. I'm going to take and put this in here so I don't lose it because I'll be looking for it later. And I hope you guys just like this. It was fun being here. Erica, you have that paper pad? Oh my gosh, I love that paper pad. I hope you enjoyed just being here today, talking, having fun. I appreciate your support. I appreciate all of the things that you guys do. This will be cute. I think I'll write 2018 on the inside of that. I appreciate you following me. And I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. What are some things that you guys want to see this time of year? What do you want? What do you want? Do you want embellishment tutorials? Do you want journal tutorials? Oh, you're welcome, Erica. Thank you for joining me. Appreciate it. Tell me, what is it that you guys want so that I can start thinking about maybe creating some things for you. So we have 3 pages done. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Wanda. Thank you so much. I will start getting some pictures and things in here for you guys. Maybe we'll try to challenge each other to finish. Maybe each Saturday we'll try to just make it a pack to do it. Embellishments are good. Oh, you like my little envelope embellishments? Okay. Well, I will definitely start thinking about some embellishments for you as we go throughout the December daily. I'll do some little mini tutorials on some embellishments that you can make out of supplies you have at home. I think it's time for some of us to use some things up. And I definitely, I'm thinking about, using some of the wrapping paper that I have to create little flips and tucks and little backgrounds. These are the things that we want to include in our journals, and I just think it's fun. So thank you so much for spending time with me tonight. I appreciate you taking and spending 2 hours with me. I hope everybody has a great evening, and stay tuned because I will be doing some tutorials. Thanks, everyone. Have a great night. If you haven't subscribed to me, please subscribe to me. Please give me a thumbs up or heart. And thanks so much for all you do and all your support. Have a good night.